Hello, lovely Librans. Excuse me. Hello. Hope you're all very well, and thank you for joining me here today at the Lightroom Forecast. We're doing a reading for you leading up to this, what feels to be a very potent new moon in Aries on the 11th, which is Sunday here, I believe. But it does feel like, this is a great time to be planting those seeds, and it does feel like, God, there's so many like juggling. Oh God, I've got, it's like everything seems to have just speeded up. Anyway, that's kind of the impression that I've been getting this week. So thanks for joining me. We're doing a shortened Celtic cross for you lovely Librans, looking at the central position basis, what's behind you, where you're at, moving forward, the term of the day, moving forward. Then we'll go back through and clarify. So we've got a couple of cards there already, just one card for the basis, please. We'll talk about that. Let's see what's happening for beautiful Librans, chipping away, working hard, but also time. Let's see the basis. Oh yeah, working away, the Saturnian Prince, Knight, Prince, always get them mixed up. Prince of Discs with the world in his hands. What I love about this, it's like slow release. That's what it feels like, slow release. We have these, it's a Saturnian card, Prince of Discs, of matters of the earth. But in fact, here behind him, we see these large globules of nitrogen doing their thing in the soil. There's a slowness about it, but there's a necessary process. At the same time, there's still a lot of fun going on for you Librans. We get the 3. God, my eyesight's just getting worse and worse. We get the 3 of Cups, this glorious, it's to me, I think, triple jellies. Woo, I don't really like jelly that much, but they look like those old jelly molds. The 3 of Cups, celebrating with friends and family, celebrating with all the people that you love and that you care about, just having a really good time. So it's kind of interesting, isn't it? So we have the 3 of Cups, celebratories. We have the hardworking, yet Saturnian, slower kind of rhythm of this Prince of Discs. The basis of this we see as the 8 of Swords. Of course, traditionally the blindfold, the bound person who's not actually bound. So, maybe you're feeling a little bit restricted, or that you're having a good time, but things aren't moving at the speed at which you would like them to be moving. There's a limitation. Time is a great time in the here and now, time of the material world, is, let's face it, it is limiting as humans, isn't it? Like because it sort of is. It has its own time. Anyway, let's just keep going. Let's keep going. What's behind you, beautiful Librans? Gorgeous. It's the 7 of Wands. Standing up for your integrity, standing up for your principles, defending them. Not in a really defensive sort of chip on my shoulder kind of way, but defending them. Because it's your integrity, it's your authority is over yourself. So you defend you speak up for yourself pretty much, you know. You're speaking up for your own values and your beliefs, and that's a wonderful thing. That's just behind you. Where are you at right now, lovely Libra, keeper of the scales, the great facilitator? Where are you? Well, we get the card of respite, of healing. The Four of Swords. Very stable. All the fours are Jupiterian. Very merciful. This is a stable position, and it's something that sometimes we need it. We enjoy it. Having rest, having respite. You know, the knight or knightess comes home from battle and has a little nap. What's wrong with that? In a lot of decks, of course, you don't see it so much in the Thoth deck, but and there's beautiful golden threads in this particular Four of Swords. In some decks, we see this knight figure lying down with 3 swords above him and 1 lying in repose by his side. You know, it's a healthy thing to know when you need to rest, when you know you need to regroup, actually, is what I'm getting here. Moving forward for beautiful, especially when you've been standing up, defending your what you believe in. Moving forward. Just got 1 card that popped out. I'll get another one. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, wow. Moving forward. You know, the frustration of the slow material nature of life, dear Librans, that you may be feeling. Now, these are really general readings, so they're not going to resonate for, you know, they might or they might not. Who would know? Who would know? What was I saying? The material, the slow nature of this sort of physical world that we live in, with great Saturn, Father Saturn, determining our speed, the speed at which we can do whatever we do. Yes, can be frustration with that, but I do believe, looking at the cards here today, is that yes, that's true. But at the same time, you've actually been enjoying this. You've been enjoying this process. Now, I'm saying this because it's a wonderful thing currently that you are in the Four of Swords. You're resting, you're in respite, you've had enjoyment, and probably continuing to have enjoying gatherings with those that you love, celebration, all of that. What we see moving forward is the 10 of Discs, a card of great material wealth, that you really do recognize that around you. You see it. You see it in front of you. It's everywhere. And it's in people as much as it is in places and things. At the same time, we get the Knight of Swords. This knight is just God. He's just like a propelled machine, zeroed in, directionally. I was going to say directionally programmed, but he's got a point. Look, there's some incredible financial. This is moving forward. Now, don't get hung up on the timing. We're speaking of all this Saturnian time. Don't get hung up on the timing, beautiful Libra, because this is an opportunity. This is incredible, obviously, wealth. I mean, honestly, it's all around you. What you see, what you're seeing is an opportunity. What you have is opportunity. This Knight of Swords is the great action pact, zeroed in on a target. Anything that I see as being an opportunity, I am going for, and nothing is stopping me. I mean, this is pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing, Libra. Let's just see. Hang on. We'll come through and clarify. I just wonder what this will just, we're not going to be looking into the past here. We see you stand up for your principles, and that's a wonderful thing. And it indicates a good, healthy self-esteem as well, Libra. We'll just look at the basis of this, and then we'll look at moving forward, because I'm fascinated by this. It is like opportunity, uber opportunities here. Eight of Swords, the self-limitation card. Of course, it's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. Just one card, please, for the Eight of Swords for gorgeous Librans out there. Let's see. Let us see. Or did I just... Yeah, look. If there was any, I'm not, you know, this could be specific, or I don't know. I just get what I get from the cards. To clarify the Eight of Swords, we get the Nine. The Nine of Swords. Another card of sort of being bound, but a card of nightmares in some ways. A card of unnecessary worry. I don't think you've got anything to worry about. I mean, no, I'm not being flippant, condescending. I mean, this card is about unfounded fear, which is usually what binds us. So it's just confirming the Eight of Swords here. The Nine of Swords. Waking up, worrying about the future, worrying about the past. But we're kind of here, right now. Something is in the pipeline here. Something is on its way. There is a huge, if you've not seen it already, there is a huge opportunity coming your way, dear Libran, dear Libras. There's a huge opportunity here. Let's look at the Ten of Discs, please. Ten of Discs, please. Moving forward for lovely Libra. Sometimes it's just, sometimes it's just necessary, isn't it, to, you know, there's a time frame, there's just, you kind of, I'm not even talking in a temperance kind of way, like that divine timing. I'm not talking about that. We're talking about real Saturn time here in this reading, that things come in often when you least expect them. Opportunity arises. Sometimes what I think that you might find is that from the simple act of being sociable, of celebration, of being out and about, whatever that has been or is for you, out and about in your neighbourhood, around your country, if you're lucky enough to be able to travel, that from that there is some major opportunity coming in from that. That may have been 6 months ago, a year ago. You know what I mean? What we get to clarify these, which I see as a huge opportunity. First and foremost, we get the 5 of Cups, the card of understanding, loss, melancholy, all of those things. And so we see that. But we also have these 2 full cups behind us. And it's only a matter of time before we just turn our head and go, wow, that's 2 full cups. With that, we got the 3 again, the 3 of Cups, celebration. Celebration. There's a big fat opportunity that's going to come and go on your lap. This is what I hear. This is just what I'm hearing. It's amazing, Libra. Don't get disheartened. Don't get bogged down by any kind of worry that there will be shifts and turns, dear friends. Let's get a journey map card. This is a really lovely read. A really lovely read. This is what I mean when I was talking about, you know, the sociability, contacts. The journey map, we get the Hive collaborator. It's about actually even unknowingly facilitating not only the making of an incredible healing balm, but joining people together at the same time. And what you get from that, just for joy and joy's sake. But what you get from that is this incredible elixir of gold, of healing, of wonderfulness. I just think it's amazing. I do think that something comes of, dear Libra, whoever you are out there or whoever it may or may not resonate, that your joie de vivre over the past months or at the current time and your contacts, celebratories with others is part of this equation that brings you in a massive opportunity. I'm convinced of it in this reading. Can we have a pixie and fairy card, please? Thank you. Oh. Let the water rise and dip. This is Tabira of the waters. We speak of tidal ebbs and flows. We get the 4 of Swords, a great healing card, really, in its simplest form, I guess. Tabira of the waters is a healing card also, but it is also about letting the tide, letting yourself feel. How do I put this? Letting yourself feel fully. Go with it. One day the water level's up to the ceiling, the next day there's just tiny dribbles of it on the ground. I get this sort of oscillation of tide, of how can I put it, of rhythmical tidal sort of oscillation, but you know, the nature of water is that it just fills any space that it enters if it's contained. I do get that. The image of that, you know, like it fills. If there's no little leaks or holes, it will fill. It will just, and it also connects together. I'm not sure. Anyway, look, Libra, I hope. I mean, I do get that really strongly. It's something about, I just know there's major opportunity coming your way, beautiful Librans, this week. So I hope you got something out of this reading. I'm just going to pull a little Star card, which is just some writings here. What do we get? Wow. Don't let fear get in the way. Don't let fear get in here and muck things up. Because it is just, don't be a self-fulfilling prophecy in that sense where you're full of fear. Don't. There's no point. Catastrophic thinking. No. Keep celebrating with friends and family. Take respite and rest. There's an opportunity that's going to come to you, dear friends, Librans. Now, hang on, sorry if this is all a bit disjointed, but it's pretty amazing. What do we got? Mastery. Process information without fear. This is perfect. Process information without fear. This is your mastery lesson, isn't it? Of sorts. It's very difficult sometimes. It's very difficult, beautiful Librans. But you have nothing to fear. Nothing. Big opportunity is what I see on the table today. Big opportunity or opportunities on their way, possibly via some pretty good friends. Interesting. Thank you, Libra. Thank you for joining me. Thank you very much. And have a wonderful rest of the week. And we'll see you next time round. Thank you for your wonderful support. Thanks, lovely Libra. Bye. Toodle.